Alright guys, welcome back to Living Our American Dream. Our second video this week, I wanted to do just a kind of a compilation video of things that we've been doing around here. We've been really busy the last few weeks. I've got 3 kids and my wife, and the two boys are involved in sports right now. My daughter does piano lessons, and of course we got all the running around that involves school. All 3 kids are involved in the church quite a bit, so we're kind of all over the place lately. So it's been 2 weeks since I posted a video. I just posted the tribute to Merle Haggard, the concert that we had. It was pretty cool. Hope you guys got a chance to see that video. Right now, I want to take a minute and I'm going to take a walk around the property right now. I'm going to take a few video segments and tell you a little bit about our place here. Again, it's my wife and myself and my 3 kids. And I had a job move a few years back, and I was able to move back to the mid-Michigan area, kind of close to where I grew up, and I had an opportunity to buy this place. It's the original place is 78 acres and a 2-story house with a basement and a little detached garage, and that's pretty much the gist of it. It's mostly wooded. There's a section of the property, I'll show you a map here in a minute, that's in a conservation program. Just a beautiful piece of property for what we like to do, you know, outdoor living, hunt, fish, camp type of lifestyle, I always say. Really cool. So we were able to purchase that property when the interest rates on mortgages were really low, and we were able to afford it without putting a huge damper on our budget. So we were able to get this piece of property, and then a few years later, there was a neighbor to the east that had a 10-acre piece that butted right up against ours, actually, and no house, and there's a creek out by the road without really good access from the road. So somebody who wanted to buy it and build a house there would have to put a whole bunch of money into a bridge, and that had turned a bunch of people off, including this guy. And I told him if he ever wanted to sell it, get a hold of me and I'd buy it from him, and that's exactly what happened a couple years ago. So we took on another 10 acres, which brings us up to pretty close to 88 acres now. And out of the 88, I'd say 55 to 60 are wooded. There's a creek that comes through here for about a quarter mile. On this place, we've got open fields, we've got hardwoods, we've got kind of some thicket areas in development. We've got food plots for the deer. We've got tower deer blinds. We've got ladder stands. We've got peg stands. We've got bridges, several bridges on here. I can do a video later on about our bridges. We have I think 4 bridges on this property, and just a pretty cool piece of property. But I'm going to take a walk today. I'm going to show you a little bit about what it looks like, and hopefully you guys like this video. All right, so as we get to the back of where the house is at here, we get to the first bridge. There's Coco, our dog. She's gonna come with us today. This is one of our bridges that we worked on when we first got here. This bridge was in bad shape, so we had to do a repair on this bridge and kind of put a little bit of concrete into it. Made sure we got really good access to the to the back part of the property here. There was a little critter that just crossed the ice. He's way down there. Hold on. See if I can zoom in. Kind of see him down there. It looks like a mink or something down there. Actually, we see a few of those around here. Property goes from the road a half a mile back, and it is about a quarter of a mile wide. That's the main 78-acre piece, and then the 10 acres is another 110 yards. Actually, I'm going to turn back over here. It's 110 yards in addition to that wood line over there. All right, we're at that wood line that I showed you a second ago, which is halfway back. This is the first one of our food plots. This is a food plot that was actually here when I bought the place, and we kind of made it a little bit bigger. And the last guy didn't have a tractor or very good equipment, so I was able to get out here with a disc and really make this nice. I put up that deer blind over there. The reason that I have it so close to the field is right in the edge of the woods here. I got a little feeder there, and I like to have be able to get a bow shot. It's about 25 yards from the blind over to that directly underneath that feeder. So me or the kids with a crossbow or myself with my bow were able to get a shot from here. And coming into the woods, there's an old combine here that I've cleaned a lot of trash out of this. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of trash. I've cleaned some trash out of this woods, but I just thought this old combine here was really cool. And it isn't hurting anything here. And I just I've decided over the years to just leave it here. Kind of a cool piece of equipment from years ago, you know, something that they used, you know, a long time ago to farm this place probably. And I should clarify, even though I call this a farm, this is not a farm anymore. It's more my play area. But here's a good look at the kind of what the woods looks like. This woods is full of oaks, maples, several different species of oaks, predominantly red maples and black maples. There's some sugar maples in here too. I'll do a video later in the spring on our maple syrup. But we use the red maple trees for maple syrup. And here's a good one right here. This combo tree right here is one we tapped last year, right next to the oak here. But that's a red maple, real big guy, goes right up there, 3 big trees. This is an old cistern type well I found out here, actually right on the side of the trail, and you can see I put some concrete pavers and stuff over top of it, just so if anybody gets out here, and sometimes the water comes up over top of this right here, and I don't want anybody to not know where that's at and fall into it, so I've kind of covered it up right here. But another real cool old relic that's on this property. I don't know how well you guys can see right now with the sun and the direction that it is, but you can see the dog up there by one of my ladder stands. Just up there in the distance, I just seen about 3 or 4 deer take off. A little ways past the deer, we ended up coming across a spot where there was some wild turkeys, probably 20 of them or so. Probably can't see them now, but they were out here in the woods. We just kicked those up too. Alright guys, kind of the last leg here. I want to show you an area that I've been working on this last fall and early winter. Is when I bought this, we're on the 10 acres now next to the main piece, and there's a nice spot here, big oak tree here, and there's a pine tree kind of in the middle, and the rest of this was real brushy and had a bunch of dead stuff and some other things. And even though this is towards the front of the property, you can actually see the road and some other houses across the road over there. Between us and there is the creek, and that creek is probably 40 feet wide. It's a beautiful boundary for people, by the way. But the deer actually run this low area down through here all the time, and I want to put a big food plot here, or maybe a combination of 2 food plots maybe. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here yet. But I want this to be another spot where I can put a box blind or a tower blind up for the kids. I got a couple of brush piles, 3 brush piles here. I've been talking about burning these things for a while, I just haven't got to it. There's a couple apple trees, and we can see the apple tree in the middle of the shot right there. And there's another one over the other side. We're gonna try to burn these brush piles without damaging those apple trees. And of course down here, we got the power line down here, which needs to stay cleared of trees anyway. So I'm gonna try to make something out of this year. We'll do a video on this so you guys can check it out. Anyway. All right, guys, that's our video for this week. A little peek at our property. Didn't cover it all by any means, but got you a nice view of what the property looks like and a couple of things we got going on the property. So hope you continue to like our videos. Click subscribe and keep watching and keep commenting. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching.